Hello, everybody. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of my followers out here. I appreciate it. I never asked for a like and never asked you to subscribe. We appreciate you taking the time, and hopefully you'll find some of the videos that we have are helpful and interesting and secrets for you and your activations if you become an activator and or a hunter. I'm going to share something. I've really been thinking about this because I've got over 4 years now. And I find myself wondering how I decided what made me think to chase this person or that person. What really got me interested in Parks on the Air? Bottom line, I'm a seasoned ham. I've been around where we built our own equipment. Uh, we had a lot of learning, book learning, one-on-one learning, that type of thing. And over a period of time, some of the groups of people that you got with become a little rough. One thing I haven't found that with Parks on the Air is that type of people, which is awesome. I took 9 years off. 9 years, I said, the heck with it. It wasn't the group that I was interested in. So you've come to get on Parks on the Air. Some of you have taken some time away from your hobby. Life got in the way, or you got fed up with people. You wanted something different to do, and you joined us here in Parks on the Air. And we appreciate you. You'll find as you're brand new in the hunting, and even if you're a seasoned person in hunting, maybe not as active like a lot of folks, but that's great. But some things will change for you. And here's some of the changes I wanted to share with you. I reached out to a few of the local hams. There's a word that's important, local hams. Matter of fact, one of our local hams, the president of our CFARS, Cape Fear Amateur Radio Club here, actually had mentioned it a few times locally on the 2-meter repeater and in person. About you ought to try this. Sounds like it could be interesting. And I went and got this equipment out of the storage. It sat there for 9 years in storage. And I actually started doing just what he said. I started listening to the people, listening to the activators, listening to people talk about working all states and things of this nature, which piqued my interest again. So the more listening I did, I started in November of 2020. So the more listening I did, I got more involved in listening to people. Wonderful human being people that every other word wasn't cussing or degrading or looking down upon another amateur radio operator, but having fun, enjoying, going places, and getting out of the house. So I decided to become an activator. Talk about a POTA addiction, self-inflicted. You do your first activation. I see the word quite frequently in some Facebook page. I'm hooked. And yes, you will be. One of the things that really helps is that we have such a variety of activators, personalities, styles, locations, and challenges. Worked all states is not hard, working a park in every state. We just have to learn the propagation of the best time on which antenna and what band to work and follow the spotting page and maybe even reach into a ham alert little program for your phone that alerts you when that state is on or that province for worked all provinces in Canada. There's 10 of them. Another challenge. Or, and I'm going to name drop because these folks deserve it. Working NC4, oh, that's me. Working KE8 Papa Zulu November. Or working Brian, they're up in New York, into Bravo Tango Delta, or KB3 Whiskey Alpha Victor. Miss Carrie, or John and Diane, the Breakfast Club. You hear that? Breakfast Club. Because if you get on 40 meters early in the morning, you're bound to find them there activating a park. The other thing is locally and you can use this in your area wherever you're at. Locally, I got to meet other folks interested in parks on the air. So that gave me some more people to practice with, go out and activate with, build and design antennas with, make mistakes with, and have fun. And enjoy the hobby for what it is, a hobby. Trying different antennas out. See what works best for what park. Learning how to work an area and leave it cleaner than it was when you got there so that the Rangers stay on our side. There's many different things, and I'm just going to share a couple things. If you're brand new, whatever like or dislike you have is yours. I'm known for taking a list and working it fast, but working it friendly. I don't want you ever to feel that you're just a notch on my belt. Without you as hunters, it would be no fun for me as an activator. And many activators each, hear that, each have their own style. And you as a hunter have to learn and work their style. And you learn the activator and you work their style and you'll get in. Next thing you'll know, you'll want to do crazy stuff and work them for operator to operator. 50 times, 100 times. I've worked James 1,000 times. I worked France, Foxtrot 4, Italy, Lima Hotel in France. Over 1,000 contacts. And many of our DX entities now, because 10 meters open, so I get to experiment and play on the upper bands, but they're operating on 10 and 12 and 15 and 17. And I'm getting park to parks with them. Okay, if you decide to get crazy like me and you want to start activating, don't get crazy like me and want to get all the park to parks you can, because you'll do a lot in order to achieve that. But I enjoy when I run the bands for myself. I'm going to work the spotting page and try to work all those parks that are active, because I might just be number 10 for them, or they might just be number 10 for me. I've activated parks without even spotting. Without even spotting. You don't have to. If you don't want to put up with the pileups, just do yourself a favor and upload your logs and enjoy your addiction. It's a very unique group of people. I am very proud to promote amateur radio through Parks on the Air. And we welcome you We want you to listen. You pick out whatever activators you want to follow. I didn't know I was going to follow James when I started. I didn't know who he was. There's a fast running guy. I don't want to. Next thing you know, I make sure I follow him. That's something that's self-inflicted in me. It's my challenge. It's what I want. And that's what you guys and gals need to do too, is whatever you want to do. If you want to go digital, you want to do FT8, FT4, PK31, and some of this other stuff that I have no interest in, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to say it's not good. That's you. And that's one thing about Parks on the Air. They allow you to be you and have fun while doing it, all following along the good code of conduct of an amateur radio operator. So, thank you for those that reached out and give me some insight. What instilled you to get into Parks on the Air? What I love working each and everybody, and if anybody follows me, you'll see I created a McCafe award for folks working me 50 times and on up. And just so you know, I've got 2 folks that are over 1,500 contacts. I've got DX stations that are over 1,000 and some that are 150. And the way they work me is park to park. So work the bands the best you can. Use whatever antenna you have. You don't have to go buy a special antenna. I won't promote that type of thing because financially it can be tough for a lot of folks. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the time to listen to other activators and hunters and reading the FAQ. The FAQ is a very great place to spend some time some days and just read some of the questions, read some of the posts. Reach out to people that are in your community and just ask questions amongst yourself and see what kind of answers you can come up with. You don't have to start a club or start a group or any of that. That does happen too. But go have fun. Have fun with people who like to get outside, get stuck in the mud, chase the bugs, put up little pop-up tents and heaters, throw up hex beams. I'm not talking about you, Jeremy. Put up hex beams out in the middle of nowhere when it's cold to have fun. That's what amateur radio is about, folks. November Charlie 4XL Lima. Thank you for your time. If you have gone all the way to the end of this video, I want to thank you. I truly do care. One day God's going to take me home, and I'm not worried about when that happens, for if He is ready for me today, I'll see you in the spirit, because I'm ready too. But until then, I'd like to have some fun, enjoy our hobby. It's a great hobby. And you're all part of it because you're listening to this old man talk about it. North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, I'm not. Just Dom, the darling old man. 73s catch you on the air.